Hey guys, my name is Zen and we are playing Dungelot, a casual roguelike game which is available on iOS or on Android devices, but it's also available to play on the PC for free apparently. You can go to dungelot.com to download the game or play it in the Flash player provided, or Unity web player actually more accurately. So it's, when I say casual roguelike, that sounds really strange, but I'll just go ahead and play the game so that you can see. Now, as you can see, you can select several characters here. We have the Paladin, which is very good against undead. We have the Vampire that can drain life from enemies. We have the Brewer, who is more of a tank than anything else. The Assassin I've never played, and the Alchemist is a new class which I've never played either on iOS. Now, I will say that on iOS you actually have to unlock these classes, not by paying microtransactions, no. You unlock the classes by reaching certain levels. I think for the Vampire you need to get 25 floors down to the dungeon. And I would actually not recommend to playing it on the iOS for right now because it's not stable. Sometimes it crashes and it can delete your. It won't delete your character customization progress. It will just put you back out of the game into the front menu, which is really annoying. That said, it is currently free right now, and even if it's not free on iOS devices, it will probably go free again at some point. So it's definitely worth checking out because this game is extremely addictive, even with the crashing problems, which hopefully they'll fix soon. Now, as you can see, the Paladin has a certain amount of health. He has one attack at the beginning and he has 20 feet, well, not 20 feet, 20 initiative, which is very important, as you're going to see in a bit. And then he has powers, right? This power, Holy Strike one, allows him to do more damage to undead enemies than this one. So this is what, 25% damage versus undead. This is after you kill an undead enemy, the next attack will have 12.5% more damage. There's a 25% chance of your next attack against any kind of enemy, not just undead, having more damage. We have Resurrection, which will allow you to come back once with a certain amount of your initial health. And this is basically upgrades to your characters, so passive upgrades. Okay, now we're going to get going here. I'm going to play the game rather slowly, or we can do the tutorial. You will die often in this game. Don't worry, losing is fun. Would you like to read the game manual? Yes. We find the chest to get useful artifacts and spells. The shop allows you to buy attack and health points. Keep in mind, you will lose your board stats when you start a new game, because this is a roguelike after all. The golden key is needed to open the door to the next dungeon. You can obtain the golden key by killing monsters. Your game cash and reward for reading this boring manual is plus 150 gold, or coins, whatever. So I'm going to play through the game slowly, just to give you an idea of what this game is like, and then if there's time, I'll possibly show one round in which I go really quickly. And as you can see, it looks like they updated the game even more, which is interesting. I don't understand what this is all about here. I'm playing the old version on iOS because the update hasn't gone through to the iOS store yet. But we're going to click on this. Now, as you can see, the game is described as an advent calendar. Game in which you basically flip over tiles, and inside the tile it might be a monster, like this bat over there. It might be a treasure, like this flask over here. And again, I don't really understand what this flask is because this is new to me as well. Since I'm playing the new version of the game for the first time. And you can discover other things that can hinder or help you. This is a goblin. As you can see, each of these monsters has a health, little bit of health, and whatever the attack is. When you attack an enemy, let's say if I attack this monster over here, just click on it and attack. I do 1 damage to the monster, and it does 1 damage to me. And the current mood is poor, chance to miss 4%. Again, this is all new to me too, but I'm just going to show you the gameplay. So we can go over here and unview the rest of the dungeon. And in fact, this is what you want to do. You want to unview as much of the dungeon as you can before you make any attacks on the enemies over here. Now, every time you find a monster, the monster will block off the 8 squares around it. So that means you cannot flip any of these tiles until you beat the monster. So this monster only has 1 health. So that means we can beat it right away. Now, of course, it attacks me and hit me for 1 as well. But now that I've beaten this monster, I can go and explore the rest of the dungeon. A generic undead minion, they are easy targets for paladins. If you remember from the menu screen, the target has plus 25% damage against undead. Unfortunately, he only has 1 attack, so it will do what, 1.25 damage. I also found a bit of money here. So we can take the money and continue exploring the place. Okay, we got a spell, 1 scroll of lightning, which I'm going to demonstrate to you in just a bit. Now, The Scroll of Lightning, if we click on it, it says strikes the target and all other visible enemies for damage based on its health. And this is why I went and I tried to unveil the rest of the map first before I started killing stuff. Because obviously the more visible enemies you get, the more the lightning spell would strike. So let me just demo that to you. So boom, okay, so this one just died right away and then the rest have been weakened. Also, you would have noticed I unveiled the barrel here. The barrel might have stuff in it, might not. And then we can go in here for the shop. In the shop, you can buy upgrades to yourself. And now the upgrade, again, because this is a roguelike game, will only last until you die and then you start again. But then you have to make a decision here because your gold is carried over. That's right. Even though your stats start over again, your gold carries over throughout all your lives. So you can use the gold not only in the game, the current game, to upgrade yourself, but you can also use it to upgrade your skills. Outside, those skills, those 4 skills that I described can be upgraded for a certain amount of gold as well. And those upgrades are permanent. So there's always kind of like a balancing act between how much gold you want to spend to upgrade your character in the game to go as far as you can, and how much you want to spend outside of game to get permanent upgrades to your character, which will allow you to go further next time around. The other thing I will say is that the further you get into a dungeon, the more you're going to get bonuses to your gold total in the end. We're going to buy 1 swan. So now my attack is 2, which means I can kill all of these guys. So we're going to kill this guy. Okay, and then now as you can see, even though my base attack is 2, it's now 3. And the reason it's 3 is because of the paladin's other attack ability, which allows him to get this. At this point, there's a 25% chance of him getting an attack bonus to anyone else it attacks after he kills an undead, which is great. Because now I'm going to kill this guy over here. Well, but we want to explore the rest. Aha! So we're going to kill this guy next because we have 3. He has 3. We don't want to waste the bonus on this guy because our base attack is 2 already, right? So we quickly hit him. Okay? And we're going to get some gold and continue exploring the rest of the place. Now, we still get that undead bonus. So we're going to attack this guy now. Okay? I don't know why there's a crown next to him. But it made him happier. Again, this mood thing is actually it's new to me as well. Okay, we have a 4 health skeleton over here. Now, I will say also that if your initiative, the feat at the beginning of in the menu, which I showed you just now, the number of feet you have is higher than the enemies, then you hit the enemies without them hitting you back, which is really important because the whole point of this game is to get as far as you can, like any good dungeon crawler. And the more you can avoid damage, the better off you will be, even tiny amounts of damage. So as you're going to see as I continue playing through this round over here, I will try my best to avoid damage. I'm just demonstrating some things here. Now you can see this monster drop the key. This key will open the door to the next floor. Now, it's not apparent unless you have an item called the compass where the key is. So you might have to explore the entire dungeon in order to find that. We will destroy this skeleton over here because again we have extra damage on that, and that unveils the last not the last two, this tile, the second to last tile. Now this hole over here, it doesn't affect us right now, but it can make it so that maneuvering through dungeons is more difficult, and hopefully I can show you a situation in which that's the case. Next thing I want to do is to hit this guy over here to unveil this tile. Now, we found ourselves a healer, so we can click on the healer and he'll give us 11 hearts. So we are kind of almost back to where we was before. Now the other thing is that whenever you clear a dungeon completely full of enemies, you get a little bit of a reward. So I get 2 gold and 1+1 mood. So let's have a look at this mood thing here. Chance to double hit 8%, that's pretty good. Actually, that's really good. I mean, not the 8% thing. The 8% thing is not that great, but the chance if you double hit, that's actually fantastic. And perhaps we'll show you why in a bit. Okay, so we click on the staircase here to go down to the next floor. So I'm going to go a little bit faster now. This is usually the speed in which I play a game. Just to click around and try to unveil everything before we look at everything else. And then now we have a lay of the land here, so to speak. We're going to break open this barrel and find there's a monster. So we have nothing to help us. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start hitting undead first because we are paladin, right? So again, I might get a bonus. In this case I didn't. Now my strategy is to always target the weaker monsters first also, because there's a chance the weaker monsters might decide to drop the key, and then we don't have to bother fighting the other monsters if we don't want to, the stronger monsters. Now let me show you another feature of the spell, the spell system. You can use the spell, right? Or you can click this and you get 3 health. So you can either use the spell to attack all the enemies, or you could just get health directly out of that. Now, that can be useful. That actually can be useful. But in this case, I kind of feel like with all the monsters, we can click out of the screen there in order to reset it so that you can look at the monsters more clearly. So if you look at this, I almost feel like if I strike one of these enemies, I could prevent less damage to me, or prevent more damage dealt to me than I would have healed back using the spell, if you know what I mean. So let's see if I'm right, okay? We're going to use lightning to target this skeleton over here. It zaps everyone else, okay? Now this makes it so that I can kill this guy in one blow. So that's immediately 1 point of damage that I've avoided, right? That's immediately 1 point of damage I've avoided here as well. So did I calculate it correctly? We'll hit this, okay? And this guy dies right away. Now I get 3. Let's go explore the rest of this first. We have another skeleton, right? Right, this guy wasn't around before. And then I'll destroy this guy. So as it turns out, this is a maybe, okay? And the reason this is a maybe is because I took 2 damage by killing 2 guys, right? So I avoided 2 damage, because those 2 guys will have taken 2 hits each for me to kill, and they will hit me twice for 2 damage in total, right? The net gain of health for the squirrel would have been 3, right? But at the same time I got the key, so I can descend down to the next floor if I wanted to right now, and then done, you know. So basically, if I did that right now, that means I lost the opportunity to take 3 health, but I avoided 2 health worth of damage. I hope you're seeing what I'm going through here. So basically the net difference is 1 health, right? I could have had 1 health difference, right, between the two. So this is the kinds of calculations that you'll be going through as you're playing this game. Now, we're going to not go down to the next floor because it's generally advantageous for you to explore the floor in the early levels anyway. I don't understand what these potions do yet, but I guess we'll find out eventually. You're not poisoned. Antidote. So poison's a thing now. That's interesting to know. Okay, we'll destroy that guy. He has the ability to double strike us, by the way, which is really annoying. But we'll destroy the undead first, and then we'll go ahead and destroy this guy, find out what's in here, a little bit more money, and then we'll clear the floor by destroying these 2 guys. We get a little bit of a mood bonus. So in the iOS version, at the time of this recording, there is no mood option. So I guess now there's more of a driving force to finish the floor so that you can get a higher chance of double hitting. That's actually really nice. Okay, so we're going to go to the 3rd floor. In the iOS version or the Android version, you would have to go at least to the 25th floor to unlock the vampire character. In this case, we don't have to. So we have a sword here. The sword immediately gives us base damage. Now, having higher base damage is extremely important, as you can imagine. We will destroy the skeleton first, or we could destroy this skeleton first and get more access to more blocks. Because we have the plus 25% to damage from the paladin strike, we can destroy it right away. And then we'll go see if we can explore a little bit more. Right, so clear all these blocks, we find a healer, we find a little bit of coin, and we find a goblin. Okay, we also find a spell book for the sheep spell, which turns the enemy into a sheep man. It cuts your HP in half, it also cuts your attack in half. Very useful, but we're not going to waste it on these guys. So let's explore, we get a little bit of health, and then we're going to destroy this guy over there. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Kill this guy. Got the key, and we found a bat. Do we want to fight this bat? No, we don't, because there's absolutely no reward we can get from it. We'll just be taking 1 point of damage for no reason, seeing that we've explored the rest of the dungeon and he's not blocking off any squares. But if we kill it, actually, let me back that up. If we kill it, we could get an improvement in our mood and a little bit of coin, right? So maybe we should do that. It looks like I cannot go plus 3 mood, by the way, so maybe that's different, I don't know. Okay, no. I'm going to continue clearing away the tiles. When I say maybe that's different, I meant that maybe there's a maximum. Now, I think I understand what his crown is here. The crown seems to make everyone else stronger, it seems like. So we'll destroy him first. So everyone else is weaker now. Next thing we're going to do is to destroy the skeleton and clear out the rest of these blocks. Take a lightning spell and then destroy this goblin over here. Get a potion. Kill the bat. We did a double strike on him. Kill this bat over here, kill this goblin over here, okay, and then another boss monster, kill this guy, and then, yeah, we get a little bit of health, a little bit of gold, and a little bit of mood improvement. Okay, Now let's see if we can, again, explore the rest of the dungeon. We get a fireball spell. And we found a boss monster. This boss monster is pretty strong. Even with my upgraded paladin attack or my paladin holy strike, I will not be able to kill him in one blow. So this is what I'm going to do. I have a couple of options. I could use the lightning spell to hit him and all the rest of the monsters. I could use the sheep spell to immediately cut his HP in half. Or I could use the fireball spell. Now fireball spell only does 4 damage, but another important factor about this game is that as you go deep into the levels, the spells automatically upgrade themselves to become more powerful. And if you haven't noticed yet, the spells are expandable, of course, you have to keep finding them. So in this case, I don't want to use Fireball, because I do 4 damage to him. It leaves him with 5. A quarter of 3 is less than 2, so we'll only do 4 damage to him, about. So in this case, I want to do something else. Maybe I'll use the lightning spell, and then that would hit everyone. Or maybe I'll just use the sheep. I think in this case I want to use the lightning spell. So we'll use the lightning spell, zap. Okay, that should be enough to kill this guy. Alright, so let's go explore the rest of the dungeon before we go kill someone else. I'm not doing very well, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. I have a lot less health than I should have at this point. I've already lost 9 health in total. And that might seem trivial at this point of time because all the enemies are easy, but the difficulty ramps up, as you're going to see in just a bit. Like any good roguelike, really. So the next thing I want to destroy, I probably want to destroy this undead monster first, because that will give me a chance to have 4, even though 4 damage, more damage, even though all the rest of the enemies are not, I mean, they're not that strong that requires a 4 damage hit, but we'll do that anyway. And we also wanted to unveil the rest of the places. This is new to me. What's this? Let's have a look at this. Hammer stuns an enemy every 5 attacks. That's really interesting. Wow. And it looks like it's also giving me a base damage increase. That's really interesting. Huh. So let's try it out. Alright, so we'll hit this undead over here, the skeleton. 4. Alright. Let's experiment here. Hit this guy. 3, 2. Okay, get a little bit of health. 1. Okay, let's try to stun this guy over here and see the rest of this. Oh, wow, this is really cool. This is new to me as well. Okay. I mean, I didn't see the stunning, but I'm sure it'll proc in a bit, or I'll get the chance to see it. So again, looks like there's an update here that makes me try to plan a little bit more strategically the way I want to approach a dungeon. So the game seems rather simple to begin with, but there are nuances here and there that you want to be aware of. So a couple of new features introduced. Whoa, that's a lot of potions. Introduced in this floor. First of all, we have a door over here. Now this challenge door will say, for example, I will open the door if you explore all the dungeon floors, meaning if you turn over all the tiles, and then the door open and you get the treasure inside. There are different conditions other than this. Some of them say, I will open the door if you kill all the monsters, or some of them will say, I'll open the door if you use a magic spell. We have a kind of a chance-based game here in order to get, in this case I got money, but you might get poisoned as well, which is annoying. And then we have the fire mage over here. The fire mage hits all the enemy for a percentage, all the enemies I should say, for a percentage of their health. So again, you want to explore the entire dungeon first to review as many enemies as you can before you use one of these fire mage guys. So now I'm going to hit this guy over here, and we're going to explore the rest of the dungeon. I will hit this guy, try to find the rest of the dungeon over here, and again, just going around, we find another challenge door over here. I will only open the door to a healthy hero. You need at least 53 health by 64, so the door opens, and we get a spell inside. Alright, so this spell, victim attack power reduced by 1. Attack power cannot be lower than 1. Kind of useless right now, we'll hold on to it. We want to destroy this guy first, so that we can unveil all this floor, these tiles. Then we'll destroy these people over here, this 1 or 2, and then we can undo the rest of it. Now as soon as I unveil the rest of the tiles, I do in fact get a chance at a spell. So we're going to destroy all the rest of these folks. This one gave me the key, and I get 12 gold. So one consideration is that you need to think about what you want to do. Do you want to go as far as you can, or do you want to save as much money as you can? Because again, whenever it is you do die, then you can take the money and go make your character stronger permanently. Or maybe you don't want the money so much, maybe you just want to keep going further, then there's no need to explore the entirety of the floor. Kill the monster, that gives you the key, get out and preserve your health, right? So that's always that consideration to make. Now this monster over here, say 25% of 4 is 1 still, so I can do math, right? So I'm not going to be able to kill this guy in one shot, right? But the rest of these guys are stronger because of him. So this is a good chance to use my fireball spell here. Boom, dead. So now all the rest of the monsters are weaker. Okay, so we have a goblin over here. So we start clearing out the dungeon floor again. Let's see what this is. I'll only open the door to a healthy hero. Yeah, we got a spell. This is the move enemy spell. It will be very useful later on. You do need to move enemies from time to time. As you get further on, the enemies get weirder. Okay, now we got the key. We also got this spell will double your attack power for 3 attacks, which is also very, very useful. Again, intelligent application of spells is the way to win this game. I'm not playing this game particularly well right now because I'm talking at the same time. But, you know, it's just a good way of showing you what the game is like. So 14 gold, and we got a sheep spell for a reward for exploring the last tile. We are on dungeon floor 8. Now, in case you're wondering, the tiles, as far as I know, don't change, but you do get new monsters. This monster, when you kill him for the first time, he'll come back again with his original attack and life, right? So he has 2 lives, basically, and when he comes back, he's a weaker version of himself. Also, I didn't point this out, but I got a pair of boots that allows me to skip the level. I'm going to hold on to that for right now. It's also expandable. Once you use it to skip a level, it disappears. So, let's go fight the bat first, and then we'll go explore the rest of the floor. Oh my god. Okay, well, I hope... I clicked out for a moment there. I hope it didn't kill the video. And then we're going to... yeah, okay. So I got distracted there by clicking out. We need to destroy the slime over here because it is making the others stronger. But this is an interesting problem here. We're going to have to hit it how many times now? So we're going to have to hit it 4 times to get it to die once. So that's 4 damage. And then its HP and its attack is going to be halved. So it's going to be 8. We're going to have to hit it at least 6 times. So we will take 6 damage from this enemy, which is bad. This is a good time to use the sheep spell, right? Immediately, it changes to a sheepman that has 7 health and 1 attack. And because of this, it cannot come back anymore. You've changed it into a sheep. It's not a slime anymore. So we just hit it twice. And it's all gone. So again, intelligent application of spells is very important in this game. Alright, now, for the purpose of this, I'm going to buy more more attack power, because attack power is extremely useful. Now, I actually can one-hit KO this guy. Well, I could in the past. I couldn't in the past, I don't believe. But now I have 6 base attack, which means this guy can be one-hit KO, and this guy can be one-hit KO too. I'm going to hit this guy first, because it's always a good idea to kill the easier enemies first before you kill anyone else. These cute mushrooms won't kill you directly. They'll poison you and heal your enemies. Don't try to kill them. So that sounds dangerous to me. I've never actually fought these guys, but I've been poisoned. This is new to the game for me. That's to say, I haven't played this on I haven't fought them on iOS, but I have poison flask to heal myself, so that's that. Okay, we'll destroy the slime. As you can see just now, the slime came back as a smaller slime that was slightly weaker. And then we found a demon pig, a very, very annoying enemy. You will take damage, you will finish it off with a physical attack. Oink, boom. So let's take the health. And we don't have enough space apparently. Oh, we can only have 4 magic now. Interesting. Okay, now, so here's the thing. Since we don't have enough space, what are we going to do? Okay, do we want this? This spell will give you the ability to first strike an enemy. So you will always hit the enemy first. And this is important because if you can one-hit KO the enemy without getting hit, then you will not take the damage. And that's important, right? So, what I'm going to do is, for right now, I think this is not as important because I really do want to hold on to the move enemy spell. So I'm going to eat this. I'm going to get 1 heart if I eat this and 1 heart if I eat this. So a little bit more health, and then we'll pick this up. And now the question is, do I want to kill this guy? I'm going to take at least, I would say, 5 points of damage from the explosion. Find out what's in here. Or do I want to go down to the next floor and not find out what's in here and not get the reward and whatever it is in here if there's something else in here? I'm going to say I want to avoid damage, and we're going to go down to the next floor, okay? So, we're going to eat this heart. Going to continue. Ooh, this is dangerous over here. We have to kill that guy. Take the poison. Should have killed myself first, probably. again, this poison mushroom thing is new to me. And then we're going to kill this guy. Okay. Take the... Oh, no space for a lightning spell. That's interesting. Okay, so here we have 4 guys whom I can kill one hit. Actually 3 guys, because this guy will come back. I'm going to use the initiative spell right now, and then I can get rid of all of these folks without taking any hits. And that just saved me like 3 points of damage. So that's a very, very good spell indeed. Okay, we have the a coin. Let's explore, we break the barrier, and we have a forge over here. Let's take the spell. And what this forge is a kind of like a little mini game in which you can make money if you have good timing, alright? So it's a lot easier, honestly speaking, on the keyboard and mouse version than it is on iOS, in my opinion. So you could potentially make a lot of money here. I'm not going to do this forever, of course, because I don't want this entire video to be like that, but hey, having money is useful. Okay, alright, so it gets even faster and narrower as you go along. Okay, but still not hard at all compared to the iOS version. So I clicked out of that. We got 69 coins, which is not bad at all. The little game gave me an additional base damage, which is really nice. And we have our first greedy door here. You click on the greedy door and you say, will give you something for 5 hearts. Now, at this point, with only 57, normally I would say no, but we're going to do it anyway just to demonstrate to you what it's like. Okay, so we get one of these spells again, but we have to use one of these spells in order to get space for this, okay? Now, that said, I'm going to eat this spell. We're going to get 3. So here's a demonstration, right? It cost me 5 to open, and I'm going to get 3 hearts back. And whatever, and plus whatever that is. So basically speaking, if I decide to eat this, I would have I eat both spells, I would have gotten 7 hearts. But at the same time, I'm losing the ability to cast those spells, and I would have gotten the hearts I invested back, basically. So again, you have to make a balance between how much hearts you want to spend to get a spell. That could possibly also, the spell could possibly save me a bunch of damage, maybe 5 hearts worth of damage, maybe. But in any case, we'll destroy all the rest of these guys first. Again, I may not be doing my calculations properly because I'm not really thinking that hard right now, seeing that I'm talking at the same time. But I think hopefully you guys get the idea. We're going to go down to the next floor. Dungeon 10. This is where things are going to start getting harder. Right? I think the enemies seem rather easy. I don't know what it is. Okay, but this guy is a little bit tougher, as you can see. I will easily destroy him because of the fact that I have the undead striker ability. Now this guy, however, this guy is going to be tough. But luckily for me, I have kept a store of spells. So what can I do in this situation? I could use this spell to double my base damage, 14. 25% of 14 is 3, so we add that 17. It's not enough to get to kill him, right? It's roughly 3. It's not exactly 3, of course. I know I'm going to get a lot of flag for my math here. So what can I do to kill him dead? I could use the sheep spell. I'm going to do that. Alright, and now he's not undead anymore. Yeah, he's not undead anymore, but I certainly have an easier time killing him than anything else. Now, it looks like an axe makes a killing blow every 8 attacks. Okay, that's useful to remember. Again, this new weapon system is new to me, so I don't really know. We're going to heal ourselves first. Well, let's think about this. Every time I hit him, I get poisoned, right? I'm not going to be able to one-hit KO him. So, what I'm going to have to do, I think I'm just going to have to shibify him. Okay? Hit him, drink the poison. Or I should have drank the poison first. Again, not really thinking straight here. We got damage from the minigame, which is unfortunate. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a new weapon. What's this weapon? Disarms an enemy every 3 attack. I don't understand. Ooh, what that means. Gosh. Well, I cannot okay, I cannot one-hit KO this guy right now. Tell you what, let's heal myself first, and then we'll go explore the rest of the floor. Okay. Entrance fee 50 gold. Okay, let's do it. We got the double the book that allows us to double our attack. Ah, interesting. So this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to hit this guy first. It did not give me the damage bonus, but that was kind of what I was hoping for. Unfortunately, it did not. So what should I do in this case? What would you do in this case? That's the whole point of this game, right? So we're going to use the first strike ability, and sorry, I meant to do the power ability. Hit this guy once. Wait, I'm not doing this right anymore. We're supposed to hit this guy. We don't get poison. Again, I guess this is new to me, I don't know. Okay, we get 20 gold and plus one hearty thing over there. Hearty thing, or happy thing. Destroy this guy really quickly. And we have to decide whether we want a killing blow every 7 hits or we want this. Disarm. I don't know what disarm is. Let's take the axe and go down to the next floor. Okay, Now we get a little quest. Sometimes the game will give you a little quest in which you need to find 3 villagers and then you get 22 health and 1 permanent upgrade to your sword, which is and the gold of course, which is really nice. So I'm definitely going to look for the villagers. We have 1 skeleton, 2 skeletons blocking the way. Let's kill the easier one first. Okay, we found one of the villagers, so let's save it right away. And then let us kill this skeleton. We have a goblin thingy over here, which we definitely want to kill. This is not going to be easy. Both of these are bosses. We have to kill them both. So I'm going to change this boss thing, or this minion or whatever, into a sheep so that it doesn't explode on me. We do get a spell book from that. We got a spell book here too. We found a villager, get a coin, and I don't know what this is. Happiness +1. Okay, that's interesting. Now, it would take us 3 hits to kill this guy with our base damage. Or we can double our damage right now and it will take us only 2 hits. I think it's worth doing that. So we'll kill him right away. We get a shield. What does the shield do? 10% chance to block enemy attack. Quite useful. We found the last villager, so we do get the rewards right away, and we get a permanent upgrade to our swords, and also we're going to get a fair amount of health. Then we'll explore the rest of this floor, get some health, break this open, and then open the door because we do have enough. And we have a little slime monster here. Victim loses 2 HP per move. I don't think we need it on this guy, so hit him once and hit him twice, I suppose. I was wondering if it was worth it to save the killing blow for the next floor, but we had to kill him anyway in order to get what you might call it, the sword. I mean the key. Alright, down to the next floor. You ate something that doesn't agree with your stomach. Health drop by 3. That's kind of shitty. Okay, we have another forge over here. I think for the purposes of this let's play... Oh, we should be killing this guy. Goodness me. For the purposes of this let's play, I'm not going to do anything about the forge again because that would just take too much time. How are we going to kill this guy more effectively? We could double our health. I mean double our attack. Let's do that. Alright. Victim's attack power. Victim loses 2 HP per move. If I cannot one-hit KO him as far as I know, because even if I did double my attack, it's 18, then plus 2, it's only 20. So I will do 20 damage to him in 1 round and he has 23. So I might as well double my attack and hit him twice, I think. Done. Okay. Why am I... Oh, I'm still poisoned. Goodness me. Again, I'm not used to the poison mechanic. Is that a new poison thing? Okay. Not used to this at all. Okay, now. Take more flask. Take the happiness thing. And we have... Oh, wow. That's a really tough slime down there. Let's see what Greedy Doll has to say. 50 gold? Yeah, sure. Give me whatever it is you want to give me. Now, this is a cloak of invisibility. You use it once, and then you can go to even all these X squared blocks in order to make sure that, or you can just go to them without the enemy blocking you. How are we going to get rid of this guy? That's an interesting question, isn't it? It's going to take a while to get rid of him. I don't have a sheep spell. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill this guy first, okay? And we're going to continue exploring. That's unfortunate. Another stupid mushroom guy. So we cannot kill the mushroom guy in one shot. This is the time to use that lightning spell. Half this guy's HP, do a lot of damage to him, kill him. Again, forgetting to cure myself always. Honestly, I can... let's see. I'm going to take this lightning spell and then we're going to kill the hell out of this guy now. As you can see, I'm not doing well. Can I double my attack anymore? You know what? Let's use a poison on him. And use a poison on him again. Resistance, oh wait, we cannot do that. Okay, let's see if this killing blow works. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, there you go. So that's what the weapon does. Okay, permanent attack upgrade. we have destroyed this guy over here, but again, we are paladin, so we can hit him very hard. Take the key. We're going to ignore that forge because for the purposes of this video, I don't want to spend too much time on playing forges anymore. And then we're going to destroy this bat. It's super weak, so continue exploring over here. We have a healer, thank God. Take a heart. And what do we have here? We have 3 explosive thingies. I'm going to use my lightning spell and hopefully I can kill at least one of those explosive thingies over there. No, that didn't work. Okay, well. Okay. We have loses 2 HP per move. We can destroy this guy right away. Let's destroy this guy first. I really don't want to be dealing with those explosive pick things if I can help it. And I think we're just going to leave. I'll take a lot of damage from these pick things. And it's not really worth to me exploring the rest of this floor. Okay, dungeon 14. We have a couple of free spells just lying around, which is fantastic. Kill myself, destroy the stupid mushroom. Another mushroom. Oh, great, we got this. What's this? We got to heal ourselves because I always forget that's going to cost me a lot in the end. Dagger strikes back hits without strike back every 3 attack. That's so much more better than axe every 8, I think. This is bad over here because he has 27 HP, but the axe is worth more in terms of attack power. Interesting. This puts an interesting new spin to things. Okay guys, so I think this video has gone on long enough, but you get a general idea of what Dungelot is like. I'm going to leave it here. We're going to leave this adventure unfinished so that I can make this a shorter video. And if you enjoyed the game, please feel free, go ahead and find the game at dungelot.com to try it for yourself. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye.